All my life, I've been a global traveler, seeking cultures and traditions that are just as vibrant today as in times past. We're opening doors, stepping into worlds most never see, because that's where the best stories are. We're sharing stories of local life and the working world, plus spending time with some of the most interesting people you'd ever want to meet. It's truly privileged access that always leaves me excited to explore more. This week, we're opening doors to learn more about one of my favorite topics, food. In Norway, we'll explore the process of making geitost, typical Norwegian brown goat cheese. Enjoy tasty tapas in Spain. And finally head for a Tuscan castle to prepare pasta in Italy. Our first stop takes us to my home country, Norway, the heart of Scandinavia, for my very favorite taste treat. In the land of the Northern Lights, locals carved out a life amid Norway's imposing landscapes. But they're not the only ones who enjoy this rugged terrain. Goats thrive here too, and archaeologists say they may have roamed these lands for 5,000 years. And from these goats come my favorite cheese in the entire world, Norwegian geitost, Norwegian brown goat cheese. Flink pike. Geitost, also known as brunost, can be traced back centuries to the high mountain Seter, the alpine pastures where the dairy maids worked in the spring and summer when the men were off to sea. It was here that geitost was invented in 1863, when Hove started experimenting and stumbled upon the taste that grew into a phenomenon. The treasure for which Norwegians still thank the humble goat. Technically, geitost is not a cheese at all. Instead of curd, the whey is used, combined with milk and cream. A process of simmering and stirring that takes several hours with the milk sugar caramelizing as the water evaporates. Then it's into the molds, and once cool, the geitost is ready to eat.
This traditional cheese is from that summer farming up in the mountains. So it was a way to preserve the milk, the resource. Also, it was perfect to take away on long voyages. This brown cheese you can keep for years.
Norwegians love geitost and devour more than 12,000 tons of it every year. Locals believe you haven't really experienced Norway if you haven't feasted on geitost. So when you're in Norway, remember the contribution these gentle creatures make to one of our favorite foods. But be careful, you may just be tempted to take one of these cute little geitost makers home with you. Norway is a wonderland of traditions, and we look forward to sharing with you her many treasures. Now we're off to España, Spain, to sample their legendary tapas. In Barcelona, there's just one word you need to know when you're hungry. Tapas. Invented by the Spanish long ago, tapas are plentiful here, and tapas bars are a perfect spot to sample Spanish cuisine. So what does the word tapas actually mean?
A long time ago, the people that was in the beach, they drink a wine or beer or this kind of gazpacho, and then they take some bread and then they cover to try to put in anything inside of the drink.
The original tapas used to be free and always included salty meats, which just happened to encourage the bar patrons to buy more liquor. Today, there are an abundance of choices. So this is the most typical tapas, is it?
Yeah, this is one of the most typical tapas. The name is tortilla de patatas. This is the real potatoes omelette. Put some garlic inside, salt, and then we cook with love,
Tapas are unusual in that they're always served in small portions, which makes them perfect for sampling and sharing.
Well, one thing is very important is the tomato, bread, tomato.
And this is very typical Barcelona, right?
Yes. This is to recover the bread of the day before, Yes. We toast the bread and then we put the part inside of the tomato.
So it's a day-old bread.
Yeah, this is the
Leftover
way.
bread.
Yeah.
And then you, okay.
Yeah, and then we put the tomato, okay?
And what do you call this?
Pan con tomate.
Pan con tomate. It's like a
Okay.
bruschetta, but
Yeah.
with less tomato.
Yes. And then we beat it with olive oil
Oil.
and we with salt, okay? Okay, now we prepare for you also fried small fishes.
And so those are small
Okay,
fish. They are
really
very small fish.
fishes, you know. This is like yanqueta or
Like
chanquete.
little boquerones.
The boquerones is bigger one. It's the sardinas family.
They taste delicious.
Yeah, they taste delicious.
And then you serve them with
And
a
then
fried
you serve
egg?
it with the egg, excellent egg with garlic, okay?
And is that a very typical thing to do as well? Put
Yeah.
egg on top of something?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is huevos con yanqueta. Then we put a nice
Egg.
flour for you.
Over the centuries, tapas have incorporated many outside influences, including those of the Romans, the Moors, and it seems even the Vikings.
This is the codfish.
From Norway.
Maybe yes. Here the name is a la jauna. We fry it with the pepper, red pepper. After that we make a sauce with the garlic and put in the top.
So bacalao is always with the codfish that's been salted and dried
Yeah.
and then rehydrated.
Yes. Okay, we continue with small squid.
Calamares.
Yeah, the real small ones. Tipirones.
Yes, chipirones.
Yeah.
And you often have them fried, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We fry it and then we cook. And then also by the other side we make, you know,
So these are the chipirones.
yeah, these are the chipirones.
But they are marinated?
With salt. We
Salt.
fry it and with olive oil and with salt. And then we put egg poché.
Poached egg.
Okay, also with salt with the chipirones, okay? It's really nice and
Beautiful,
the taste is
yeah,
excellent.
yeah.
And then you put the egg and then in the top I will make some red pepper, okay?
And what do you call this dish?
That is the chipirones with trompeta de la muerte.
And again,
Some
the olive oil.
like, you know,
yeah. The Spanish love their tapas bars, and there's something really fun and relaxing about eating this way.
Okay, now we make the patatas bravas, the braised potatoes, because
Braised
it's very
potatoes.
strong, the sauce that we put there.
Okay, so there are patatas.
Now we put the spicy sauce in top.
I see patatas bravas everywhere on menus in
really, it's a
Spain,
very
yeah.
typical plate. Also, we make some garlic in top.
This is a little bit like French fries with mayonnaise.
Yeah, with
this
mayonnaise.
This is a sophisticated
well, but-
French fries with mayonnaise.
We put in the top of the garlic, okay?
Yeah, braised
And then you give
potatoes.
sauce. Okay.
Very nice.
One of the best things in Barcelona, that is the paella.
Okay,
And then we make this in a small portion. Also, you can share.
And I know the little secret about paella.
Okay.
The bottom bit is the best.
The name is sucarrat.
Sucarat.
Yeah,
so
the bottom
pan.
band on the sides,
Yeah.
it's excellent. And now the end, I make some typical from Catalonia. This is the crema catalana. We make it with cream, like this, with vanilla, sugar, milk. And we put the sugar in top.
Yeah. I knew there was a flame involved somehow. Very nice. So here we have about the number of
Yeah.
dishes that
Yeah,
two
we can
people
do it
would
if you
eat.
want 10 more.
Tapas are a delightful taste of Spanish cuisine you really should try. Salud!
Salud, thank you for coming. Thank you.
I hope you'll explore more of Barcelona's food culture and traditions. Our final stop takes us to just outside Florence in Italy for pasta making in an unforgettable setting. Deep in the Tuscan countryside is Castello del Trebio. These walls that once held the secret of a bold assassination plan now hold history and tasty Chiantis. But I'm here to explore the kitchen, where the master chef will put down her pans to teach me about pasta, the heart of Italian cuisine. Today we are here with Adriana, a real Italian mama, who is going to teach us how to make pasta all'uovo, which is fresh egg pasta. Andiamo?
Sì, allora, un etto di farina, 100 grammi di farina, ogni uovo.
So 100 grams of flour, 1 egg. Those are the proportions. So she's made a little basin of the flour,
And she's adding the eggs in the middle of the basin. This will be tagliatelle.
Tagliatelle, tagliolini.
So we're making tagliatelle and tagliolini today.
Of course, this base can be used to create any number of different pastas.
Bene?
So a teaspoon of salt for the 4 eggs and the 400 grams of flour.
Olio?
Oil. So
Poco.
poco, a little bit of olive oil.
Basta?
Basta, yeah.
It's been said these much-loved pastas date to the 14th century and originated in the Emilia-Romagna region of northern Italy.
So we mix it, and then she's slowly introducing the flour into the whipped eggs.
Italians so love their pasta they eat an average of more than 60 pounds per person every year.
So you knead this a little bit like bread, come pane.
Come, quasi.
Okay.
Niente sì. E si lavora 2-3 minuti, non molto per fare le tagliatelle.
It's good for your muscles, huh?
While most believe pasta came to Italy with Marco Polo from China, research suggests the Etruscans and Romans were actually already cooking with it long before the adventurers' journeys.
Benissimo, sì.
Benissimo. Apparently I'm doing this quite well.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's putting the flour in a bowl, and she's putting these rolled balls of dough into the bowl, and I expect that's to let them rest for a little bit. Quanto tempo aquí?
10 minuti, un quarto d'ora.
10 or 15 minutes, she lets the dough rest.
Mamma Adriana is 78 years young and doesn't seem to be slowing down. When making fresh pasta, she's determined to do it all by hand, just the way they used to do it. That way, she keeps a better feel for the pasta and can tell more precisely when each step is complete. Italians take great pride in their cuisine, and Mamma Adriana is no exception, especially when sharing her family technique for making fresh, handmade pasta.
Fresca un giorno.
It only keeps fresh for about a day, but if you want to, you can also freeze fresh pasta. I didn't know
Poi
that.
la mettiamo nel freezer e allora basta anche un mese.
Then you can keep it for a month or so if you keep it in the freezer.
At this point, Mamma Adriana revealed a trick I didn't see coming.
This is quite an important step. She's added flour to the top, and now she's rolling it in from both sides.
Ora tagliamo,
And now I see.
facciamo prima tagliatelle.
Ah. This is tagliatelle. Oh, wow. Fantastic. Okay, that was very clever. That
Ora
was very
facciamo
clever.
anche tagliolini,
And now she's making the small tagliatelle, tagliolini. She's fast. She is really fast.
Ecco tagliolini.
Fantastic. It's like magic.
Though following a master is always intimidating, I decided to give it a go. This is a dance between speed and a clean cut, a skill that's best learned with time. While I probably won't leave the Castello as an expert, I can't remember the last time I had so much fun in the kitchen. And with Mamma Adriana's gentle encouragement, success was eventually mine.
Brava! Ah.
Join us again here on Viking.TV as we open more doors around the world on our quest to explore the planet's most fascinating cultures and ancient traditions.